Manchester United have won their third pre-season game, the first of the pre-season tour of America, and they've beaten Arsenal 2-0 in regular time, and then 5-4 in, for some reason, a pointless penalty shootout. Vieira skied it for Arsenal, and Manchester United won that to make it 2 wins out of 2 in these things. I don't understand that penalty shootout, I really don't. I think it was fucking pointless, but Manchester United have put a pretty strong lineup out in this game. It was interesting to see who was in goal. Tom Heaton was in goal. Onana obviously has done a lot of travelling and couldn't really feature in this game. But there was rumours that he was going to start this game, but I think it was just a bit too soon. The deal didn't go over the line till only a few days ago, and it was just too hard to get him in the starting lineup. But strong back four, pretty much a regular back four for Manchester United. Midfield, Kobbie Mainoo, the only real addition to that midfield instead of Casemiro that you would expect to be starting the first game of the Premier League season. The front three, probably not what Manchester United will start. Probably Sancho will probably start on the right. Garnacho probably won't start, and Rashford will probably start. We will have to wait and see, but Rashford will probably start the season through the middle. I would presume for Manchester United. We will have to wait and see when the season starts, but almost a strong lineup for strongest lineup Manchester United could probably put out. Arsenal went with almost a full strength team, probably Gabriel Jesus, the main absentee for Arsenal in that strong starting lineup. But 2 goals in the first half from Manchester United. Ramsdale wasn't too clever in the first goal, but Manchester United have scored from that one. They could have scored before through Anthony, but he fluffed it. Heaton did make a good double save early on as well to prevent Arsenal scoring, but it was a decent strike from Bruno Fernandes, and then Sancho using his pace to get the second goal. Good run of pace from Sancho to get away and to put that away. Hopefully that will give him the world of confidence, but we need Sancho to be up and running for this season to get some form under his belt, because we're going to really need Sancho to add goals to his game, and Bruno Fernandes to add a lot of goals to his game as well. I think a lot of people seem to be raving about Kobbie Mainoo on Twitter, and at 18 years of age, a good run out for him against a strong Arsenal side that finished second in the Premier League last season. I mean, you can't read too much into these pre-season games at all, but he had a lot more game time recently than that of Declan Rice, and you could see that Kobbie Mainoo in this game looked like the £105 million player ahead of Declan Rice, and I think that is a lot to do with the fitness. But still, at 18 years of age, to play as well as he has in these first few pre-season game minutes he's been given is good to see, because Manchester United are looking to sign another midfielder. With that, Amrabat is the one that's been talked about. Lavia at Southampton was another one we were linked with, but is Lavia really that much better than Kobbie Mainoo? I'm not so sure really, and he was rated at a £50 million signing, potentially for Manchester United or Liverpool, or one of them he was rumoured to be interested. They're similar ages, and all it comes down to is the fact that Lavia's played a lot of game time, has played a whole season for Southampton. Kobbie Mainoo only featured 3 times for Manchester United last season. But if he can feature a lot more games for Manchester United and put in performances like he has on this pre-season, then he could too be worth 50-60 million and could save Manchester United a lot of money. And this is what one of the good things about pre-season is, about giving players like that the opportunity, and if they take them, who knows where they could go. But you can't read too much into these pre-seasons. I'm not going to get too high up over this win against Arsenal, because we've seen last season we smashed Liverpool 4-0 in pre-season. We won some other games, and the first 2 Premier League games we lost. I remember we were smashing teams left, right and centre under Van Gaal. I think one year we beat LA Galaxy 7-0 and shit like that. First game of the season we lost at home to Swansea. I mean, it just is what it is. You can't read anything into this going into the season at all. It is pretty much about building fitness, but it is exciting to see when youngsters do put in good performances, because that still helps their chances to getting into the first team, because he's seen him in training, he's seen him in the under-21s and under-18s at the FA Youth Cup run for Manchester United where we won it, and he's impressed, and Ten Hag's seen that. But you've got to do it on the pitch, and a number of players over the years, not just at Manchester United, young players have performed well at youth level, and then they haven't been able to do it at senior level. Can he continue the rise? Hopefully he can. Second half was a number of changes. We made nearly all changes. I think Tom Heaton was the only one that stayed on the pitch in that second half. So many changes. Arsenal pretty much didn't. I think they changed one player at the start, just after the start of the second half. They did make other substitutions later in the game, but I think that they're further ahead in their schedule with some of the main players. The likes of Rashford, Bruno Fernandes, a few others have only just come back from Manchester United, and they played the likes of Saka and that in previous games, Arsenal, so I think that they were slightly further ahead. So maybe that's good for Manchester United, because we've only given certain players 45 minutes and Arsenal given them a lot more longer. And we've got the 8 games in this pre-season, so 3 of them are down. We've got other games to come, hopefully a lot more minutes in these players' legs, and hopefully to improve the fitness and improve the tactics, everything moving forward. And hopefully we will see some better performances at the start of this season, because we can't afford a poor start again this season if we want to be up there challenging at least for the league, or running Man City a lot closer than we did last season. Because there was a period of time, although Manchester United were never going to win the league last season, we were still mathematically in with a chance till we played that Palace game. We drew that Palace game and we lost to Arsenal, and it all unfolded. We want to put a fight up this season at least, and we want to get off to that good start. And it was good to see that the second half we still, even with a number of changes, like some Maguire, Lindelof, a lot of changes, Alvaro Fernandes, a lot of players coming in, Delo as well, coming in and still putting a shift in that second half and keeping a clean sheet as well, which is nice. I know Arsenal were a bit disappointing this evening, but it is what it is. It is a pre-season game, nothing to read into, but you never can knock winning a game of football. You always want to win any game of football. Manchester United players, a Manchester United fan, even if it's nothing to really shout about, it's just nice to see when the lads win their game. Anyway, let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash the like button, smash the subscribe button, and I'll talk to you all again soon. See ya.